Now to a CBS News exclusive, Democratic lawmakers are demanding information about the Immigration and Customs Enforcement officer who shot and killed an immigrant in Maine earlier this month. 25-year-old Colombian national Johan Sebastián Durán Guerrero was fatally shot behind the wheel of a car in Biddeford, Maine on July 13th. Now, the Associated Press has identified the officer as David Brulette. Congressman Robert Garcia and Senator Richard Blumenthal sent a letter to officials overseeing the training of ICE, seeking records and details about the agent's training and vetting. CBS News immigration correspondent Camilo Montoya-Galvez joins us now with more on the story. So, Camilo, let's start broad. I mean, why are lawmakers raising red flags about this particular officer?
Good morning, guys. Well, soon after that killing in Maine at the hands of an ICE agent, we learned really concerning information about the officer implicating in that fatal shooting. We learned that close relatives told the Associated Press and other outlets that he had a history of violent and abusive behavior against women, including ex-partners. One of them actually provided the AP a voicemail in which he suggested that her throat should be slit. We also know that he told relatives that he was just hired by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, last year. And that is critically important, Kelly, because last year the Trump administration instituted a shortened and expedited curriculum for ICE agents to expand dramatically the number of ICE deportation agents who could be used to enforce the president's crackdown on illegal immigration. The administration is trying to onboard 10,000 additional ICE agents through that one big, beautiful bill funding that the agency received. And so that was the critical context. Now these lawmakers, who again are Democrats, are asking the federal agency at DHS whether this ICE agent went through that condensed training period and what sort of vetting he underwent too.
So what are some of the reforms that lawmakers are demanding for ICE training and recruiting? I mean, it's so difficult for Americans to understand, not only because these individuals are often masked. There's an argument to be made for that, but they have no other identifying insignia or numbers or anything that you can use as a citizen concerned about what is happening on the streets of your city, to either, if it's just a simple, let me take down a badge number or let me take down some kind of indicator that I can then lobby up to state and local officials, just see who these people are. Not able to do that.
Well, that is one of the key demands that Democratic lawmakers are making in Congress, for ICE agents to have a prohibition on wearing masks, on masking up during operations, and also a requirement that they ID themselves as soon as they encounter a potential target. We should underscore that both in the case in Maine, but also the fatal shooting in Houston of Lorenzo Salgado Araujo, the immigrants were actually not the target of the operation, but were encountered as part of collateral encounters by the agency. So that is one key reform that Democrats are demanding. So far, the administration has not conceded on that front. But Tom Homan, the president's border czar, did tell CNN that if the information about this agent in Maine is accurate, he should not have passed that vetting process.
All right, Camilo.
Yes, meaning that's the key.
And that's from Tom Homan.
Because you don't get a lot of that from the administration, where they actually admit or agree that if something went awry,
that's right,
that it's something that should not have happened in the first place.
It's rare to get concessions from this administration.
All right. Camilo, always great to have you. Thank you.